Yesterday, Elon Musk visited Donald Trump in the Oval Office to address the press about the fantastic work that DOGE, the Department of Government Efficiency, is doing. Elon may be enemy number one because he is the face of DOGE, perhaps the brainchild behind DOGE. And here he is facing off against the media, explaining that this is what we wanted.
Everyone's very quiet. Are people normally this quiet?
Your detractors, Mr. Musk.
I have to what?
Including a lot of Democrats.
I have detractors?
You do, sir.
I don't believe it.
Say that you're orchestrating a hostile takeover of government and doing it in a non-transparent way. What's your response to that criticism?
Well, first of all, you couldn't ask for a stronger mandate from the public. The public voted. We have a majority of the public voting for President Trump. We won the House, we won the Senate.
Yep.
The people voted for major government reform. There should be no doubt about that. That was on the campaign. The president spoke about that at every rally. The people voted for major government reform, and that's what the people are going to get. They're going to get what they voted for.
Yes! It's better than I possibly could have imagined. And this is a real video of one of the latest protests that the Marxist Democrats have organized against DOGE. I assure you this is not a joke. I mean, I guess these people are a joke, but they're unintentionally a joke. This is real.
We'll fight against DOGE. We'll fight Elon Musk. No Elon scab within our walls. We'll fight from dawn to dusk. Oh, which side are you on? Which side are you on?
And the libtard media just can't believe that there's any fraud in the government at all. They just don't see a point of DOGE existing. So here's Caroline Levitt, our wonderful new White House press secretary, setting them straight.
DOGE and the fraud claims. Elon Musk in the Oval yesterday gave us some information on that. We're just wondering if there's some proof, evidence. Is the White House willing to share evidence of those fraud claims, or can Elon Musk come to the briefing room and share material evidence of what he's talking about?
Sure. I would love for Elon Musk to come to the briefing room. That's why we had him go to the Oval Office yesterday, where I think he provided great answers. He was speaking in layman's terms, speaking common sense to all of you in the media, but also to Americans at home. But I would say especially to all of you in the media, because I think it's a real fallacy that there's this alleged lack of transparency when it comes to DOGE. President Trump and Elon Musk have been incredibly transparent on what DOGE is doing. There is an X account with the DOGE handle. They are tweeting out what they are doing on a daily basis. They have a website where they are posting the receipts of the contracts that they are reviewing and the payments that they have stopped from going out the door. The secretaries of our departments have stopped from going out the door. And I would also say that before it was Elon Musk making our government efficient and accountable, it was some unnamed bureaucrat that none of you knew. Elon Musk is the richest man in the world. He is also now one of the most highly scrutinized men in the world alongside President Trump because of what he's doing and the access that he is allowing. So there's great transparency. As for the actual receipts, we are happy to provide them. And I actually brought some today because all of you know I love to bring the receipts. We have contracts upon contracts that we can send and provide this information to you. Let me be very clear. We are not trying to hide anything. We have been incredibly transparent and we will continue to be. These are screenshots of contracts that DOGE found across our government. This is a DEI contract, $36,000 for U.S. citizenship and immigration services. That is against the president's policies and his America First agenda. This is a $3.4 million contract, a council for inclusive innovation at the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office, Department of Commerce, another DEI contract that DOGE identified. I can continue to go through these. Oh, I love this one. $57,000 for climate change in Sri Lanka. What is this doing to continue the interests of the American people? Absolutely nothing. These are the line items across the federal government that DOGE is identifying daily. They're moving very fast. There's a lot of paper that we can show you, but we're happy to do it. This administration has been more than transparent about what DOGE is doing.
During the press conference, Elon also said that DOGE is going to start looking into the strange finances of members of Congress who, despite what they say is a moderate salary, it was a pretty good salary. I think it's $175,000 a year. They become fabulously wealthy.
Right.
etc.?
Well, we do find it sort of rather odd that there are quite a few people in the bureaucracy who have ostensibly a salary of a few $100,000, but somehow manage to accrue tens of millions of dollars in net worth while they are in that position, which is, what happened at USAID. We're just curious as to where it came from. Maybe they're very good at investing, in which case we should take their investment advice, perhaps. But they seem to be mysteriously, they get wealthy. We don't know why. Where does it come from?
It comes from corruption. It comes from insider trading. It comes from members of Congress buying stocks before they vote on certain legislation, which is going to affect those stocks, which is why members of Congress should be barred from buying and trading stocks. They can buy index funds. They can buy mutual funds. But should they really be allowed to be investing in individual companies that they know are going to have government contracts and are going to benefit from the very things that they are voting on? Oh, and by the way, the Associated Press was not allowed in the Oval Office for this event, so one of their reporters took to Twitter to complain, saying, today our AP White House reporter was denied access to the Oval Office because the Associated Press recognizes the international body of water on our southern coastline as the Gulf of Mexico. Well, it's no longer the Gulf of Mexico, it's the Gulf of America. Even on Google Maps, they changed it to accurately title it the Gulf of America. And may I remind you that the Associated Press has directed all of their reporters and editors not to capitalize the word white, but of course they capitalized the word black. But MSNBC's Lawrence Stop the Hammering O'Donnell was even more upset than the Associated Press because Elon came dressed fairly casual. Elon is a very eccentric guy, obviously, and the president accommodates him and allowed him to bring one of his sons, little X, into the Oval Office.
The child was there as a power play by Elon Musk, demonstrating he can do whatever he wants in that room. When Donald Trump is your boss, you don't bring your kid into a business meeting with Donald Trump. And when Donald Trump is your boss, you don't talk more than Donald Trump in a business meeting with Donald Trump. Elon Musk spoke 3,666 words. Donald Trump spoke 2,487 words. Mike Pence never had a day like that in the Oval Office with Donald Trump. J.D. Vance will never have a day like that in the Oval Office with Donald Trump because Donald Trump is the boss of J.D. Vance. One thing Donald Trump always craved before he ran for president was the attention of the truly rich.
So that's where MSNBC is at with their Trump derangement syndrome. They are now counting the number of words that Donald Trump speaks in meetings and comparing the number of words that he speaks to the number of words that other people in the meetings speak as well. And speaking of words, I put the words liberal tears on a mug and I sell it in my online store at markdice.com or click the link in the description below. In 3 different sizes, 11 ounce, which is a standard coffee cup size, a 15 ounce, and a 20 ounce. I know that isn't big enough to capture the flow of liberal tears that we're seeing, but it's just symbolic. And by the way, you can get free shipping on anything from markdice.com this week by using the promo code DOGE at the checkout in honor of the great Department of Government Efficiency. So head on over to markdice.com or click the link in the description below and check them out.